We always managed to have meat, beans, oatmeal, and the fruits. There were people that would come around after the fruits were ripened, from apples to any kind of fruit that was brought in by merchants that go around homes and the ranches and sell those. That was a going thing at those times. People that didn't have transportation, and those who had apple orchards or cherries or even just about anything. The rest of the stuff, the squash and pinto beans, we used to plant those and harvest those around October. We get about 300 pounds that would last us for the whole year.
Where would you grow them?
Huh?
Where'd you plant them at?
Well, those were planted there by Tio Roseldo's land, and then in the fall time we pick up all the stems and make piles. And when they were dried, we go in the wagon and use a pitchfork and just push them over to the wagon. And we get home and we stump it. We put a big canvas, put all that in a pile, and we stump it we walk the horse around the beans, and then we would get the beans and throw them in the air, and they would, all the peelings and all that would just fly away, and the rest was done by hand, in salvage.
Yeah.
They were big beans that grew there. What do they call them now? Not generic, but they had no, what do you call it? What do they call the fruits nowadays
Oh,
that, that you don't put fertilizers?
yeah. Organic.
They were everything then was organic. Who never heard of fertilizer in those times? I guess it was all pretty healthy.
No,
And a
but
lot of times in the summertime, my mother would send me to help my padrino, which is my uncle, to hoe, and we'd come back to eat. Then when it was time to go back to home, we would hide from my aunts so we can both take a nap. Then we hoe until it got too hot. I was also sent to help my uncle in Pintada. Tía Frankie, Tío Cedillo always had some good plantations, and I used to go on horse and help them out. I guess I stay a couple of 2 or 3 days. I don't remember, but I remember going. 90% of the people in those times, they all planted beans, corn, squash, sandías, melones, all that.